Hello guys, this is Hassan from HTFX and have a wonderful weekend at first. And then now during this weekends it is nice to have sorry for this phone. It is nice to look at charts in bigger degrees so that you have a clearer perspective of what's going on. The usual times when I, for example, post a chart, I always try to do top-down analysis, such as start from monthly, weekly, and go to daily perspective. Okay, and I suggest you do the same all the time. But however, because this platform, I cannot every single time show you all of it because Elliot is more extensive and it's a little bit more time consuming than this. We have to do it in different parts. Okay, so but uh, trust me on this. Whenever I do a chart that in a lower time analysis, I usually have some bigger degree ideas about to pair to, because you cannot just always count from here. In the videos, when I say I don't have any idea here, well, it's because I don't have the exact count from starting from monthly to weekly to daily to show it to you there. Okay, so in order to avoid any confusion, I say, okay, I don't have any idea from where it started here, but then do like this. But in reality, you should always have some idea where you are. Okay, now enough with this intro. When you look at this euro US dollar monthly chart, you have to ask yourself a couple of questions. First, what kind of wave you think this is? Okay, whatever this structure is, what does it look like to you? Some parts of it, of course, but in general, as you can see, for example, from the immediate look I have here, I don't see any impulsive moves here on monthly chart. I cannot. There is no extension. There is nothing. It for me it looks all corrective waves. Okay, so let's try to make a labeling out of it. Okay, now the euro US dollar, actually when you try to count euro US dollar, you there are some problems with it. First thing about it is euro has not been has been around for so long. Okay, so you don't know exact point to where it starts. There are some people, elite wave traders, that start the euro count from the euro where they do this mathematical equations about the euro when it was before Deutsche Mark or francs and Italian lira. They add all of it up and they make some type of arithmetical some equation to it, and they think this was the value of euro. Well, some just start from the echo, which is actually the birth of euro. So I don't know which word to start, to be honest with you, but from here maybe we can have some type of ideas. Okay, so I will take my started point as a triangle formation that is broken lower here. Okay, this for me makes more sense. Now to me it looks like there is something has ended here that we actually have no idea about. Okay, so I will go like this and I will do like this. So this will be my bigger degree. So after this, what we have? Well, it looks like we have some type of wave A here. Okay, on one lower degree. If we have some type of wave A somewhere around here, this move, as you can see, traced by the wave B. Okay. If you have wave A here, wave B here, now you need a wave C. Okay. Now this C wave can be here or here. Now look, if I put the C wave here, I have different expectations out of the wave. If I put it here, I have different expectations of the wave. Now, if this is the right place for, let's say this is the place for wave A, because it does look like complex correction that is ended with a triangle here in the lower degree. And now the C wave, it looks like this is the right place to put it. Why? Because if you put this C wave here, this ends with a triangle, as you can see here, okay? And C wave is supposed to be impulsive. And even if it's a terminal move, it still, it doesn't look so terminal to me too. This wave does more look like something like this. So you have a wave A, B, C, X, and another maybe wave A here, okay? And you have a wave B here, and you have a wave C, you have a wave D, and you have a wave E. Now to me, that makes a little bit more sense. So when you do B to D trend line, and you have C and E baseline triangle, just look at ABC as a flat. How did I understand this a flat? Well, it's simple. I take my horizontal ray to the point where I think this is over, and I take where I think this wave A is done, maybe somewhere around here, maybe even here, and I take my fib level from the start to the end, and I check where this B wave did go, and it did go more than 618. It means we have a flat and a next wave and a triangle that is a perfect, maybe you cannot use the perfect, but it's a nice complex correction. Now, whenever you put the wave E, you have to know that something from this degree has ended here. Okay, good. Now, after this, what I have here so far, something has ended with a triangle. If something has ended with a triangle, it's most likely to be a corrective wave. And I have another corrective wave down here. Now let's see what kind of wave we have here. Okay. So what do you guys think about this? Now it looks like something just like this ended with a bigger triangle. Where's the triangle? Well, it looks like this is the triangle. This is the triangle that everybody saw, I'm sure. Maybe this is the triangle. B to D, B to D, something like this. Or may even take something like this. That is broken, retested, now going back. So if this is a triangle, let's try to do it. If it's a triangle, trust me, this is the end of this wave. So we need a wave that it starts from here and going all the way back to here with, of course, in one lower degree, which in our case will be this. So let's try. So we have a wave A here, because the retracements are so small. We have a wave B here, and we have a wave C here. Okay. Now, if this is a zigzag, the time has to be similar. So let's check if we have something like this. We have the perfect timing. Okay? Because wave A is equal to the wave C. Now that we have a zigzag, can I put this wave here? No. Why? If you draw the 0 to B trend line, like so, let's draw it together. As you can see, the market didn't come back to all the way to the B wave during the time. It didn't break the 0 to B trend line either. So it means that whatever this wave is not done here. So let's put it on the right side. So what we need now? Well, what we need is an X wave. Okay. Now in here, you can put the wave X here, or maybe you have a wave X that ended here too. You can have something like this too. I'm gonna do like this to just open your mind a little bit, okay? Because it doesn't change so much the outcome as well. So you can have something like this too. Look, A, B, and a C. Now this one is called, well, because it is called a flat with a strong B wave that is failed as a C wave. Okay. Now, if this ended above this, then I would call it a running flat. Okay, but in this case, it doesn't. So you have to, when you're doing Elliot waves, you have to know this kind of patterns too, which are very common. Look at this pattern. Looks like this. You have a flat, a strong B wave. Okay. Then you have this. Now, there's one thing if we have to check together with you guys, and is this the, the retracement of B wave. Okay, so where did this B wave go? So let's take this as our horizontal line this time. And if we do something like this, now this B wave is not above 2.618. If the B wave did go more than 2.618, then this idea wouldn't work either. Okay, so this is a very important level for this pattern. So, but not because we are below it, everything is fine. Now that we have A, B, C, X, now what we need? Well, we need to complete our triangle. So we have a wave A here, and a wave B here. We have a wave C here, and a wave D here. Sorry, wave D here, and a wave E here. Now, I want you to know something. This is only one of the possibilities, okay? I could have made a different count that actually would give us different results, okay? So take this with a grain of salt and just try to, from my video, try to understand how I count, which rules I apply, and that kind of stuff, okay? Don't please try to take this as an investment advice, which is we cannot give here, or we will not. I'm sure most of people will not, okay? But try to learn from what I'm trying to say to you, because this is only the one possibility, okay? Now, if I think that this possibility is greater, this is what I'm doing the video. But for example, if I think that, okay, if the market has done something, I can completely scratch this video and put it to trash, okay? So just don't take this everything so seriously, please, okay? But seriously is not the right word for it, but try to understand what I'm saying. Okay, now after this triangle, well, before this triangle, you have to check one more thing, okay? Now, you should take always, when you have a triangle, take the time taking for wave E, okay? It's very important. And put it on the right side, okay? The E after the price action that starts after this E wave is done has to break B to D trend line before this time. Look, price and time again. It's very important, okay? If it doesn't do that, then we have a trouble. Now, what I want to do actually is right now check one thing. One thing is the most important for me. The thing that is most important for me is what started after this way. Okay, now because we are going again for this way. Okay, and for me what's important is what started it. So let's check it. What it looks to me like, we have a complex corrective way or an impulsive way. Okay, that's what's important for me. So let's try to figure out something, and let's see if here we touch 618 or no. Okay, that's very important for me. Now let's take our horizontal ray, put it here. Take another one, put it here, and let's make this move. And now we did touch 618 right here, which is good, which it means that we may start with a flat. Okay, so if we did start with a flat, that looks like this. We have a wave A here and a wave B here. It means that we are gonna do a C wave here. Now, what's nice about it is this. Look at this. Look at this. Actually, let's look at in here in weekly, okay? Now, look at this B wave, okay? Let's do a little bit better job. And look at what started here, okay? Now this, whatever it is, doesn't look impulsive, but it means it can only be a terminal move. So in one lower degree, which I think it was blue, what we will have in according to this idea is something like maybe 1, 2, a 3, and a 4, and a 5 that will end our C wave here. Wait, we already have it, so that will end this. And then where this it will go, well, let's say that it finished here, it will go back to this B wave in in half of the time. So if I don't think this will be the end of C wave, but that's just an example. Put it on the right side. It means that it will come back here. It has to come back here if this idea is true, of course, to go something like this in a fairly faster manner. Now, so this, if you want to trade this on the monthly, this should be your idea. Now, let's try to look more deeper on what we have here. Now, in here, what I expect is some type of a something like this, okay, some type of a wedge formation, okay, something like this maybe, and something that being something like this, okay, being maybe we had the wave 2 here, I don't know, maybe we did, maybe we didn't. 3, 4, 5, maybe, look, I'm doing this like so fast, maybe this market will go a little bit different waves, but this is the type of stuff I will be waiting for. Okay, now from this, if you will have some, when if the market starts to do some type of wedge, then you will start to say to yourself, okay, I should be on the right track, and this is exactly where I should go. Okay, also there is actually a chance to look in this situation a little bit different. Why? In here, you can actually count maybe an impulsive wave too. Okay, there is a chance to be this being impulsive wave, this being a triangle, and this being an actually zigzag, truncated zigzag that's falling back to 80% too, but I will maybe do that in a different video, okay? But if you go back to the monthly chart, and if you want to think about the first scenario that we are talking about, this is what the market is looking like, okay, to me. So I hope this makes sense, and let's do it like this. Okay, I hope this makes sense for you, and you know, this is a waiting game for this scenario because now we're on a monthly chart. You have to wait. Thank you so much and see you on the next one. Have a great weekend, guys.